in Laredo, Texas, 200 yards from the Mexican border. It's 102 degrees outside with a heat index of 115. And I just got done loading 46,000 pounds of steel conduit. So we're gonna take that up to Charlotte, North Carolina, 1,300 miles away. I'm about 42.78% sure that I've got heat exhaustion, but it's less than 50%, so we should be fine. Welcome to Truckin' Outdoors. We made it up to San Antonio, and good news, heat exhaustion, stroke, never materialized. I'm fine. You don't have to worry about heat stroke in 108 degree weather. Anyway, milestone I want to tell you guys about. Now that we're back up near San Antonio, I can officially say that I have traveled on every mile of I-35, including both 35Ws and 35Es in Minneapolis and St. Paul and Dallas and Fort Worth. So I've got it all down. That's a pretty cool milestone. But anyway, I'm stopping here to chat, just to check everything out. I got to do a load check. I'm going to check the coolant, make sure that's doing okay. This heat really does a number on all the juices in the truck. I've been struggling to keep the temperature down. I haven't let it go up over 200. If my foot gets into it, it climbs. And I don't want it to get too far behind. So I've been running the manual fan switch quite a bit. So I want to check the juices, and I also want to check the AC condenser drain. Now, yeah, it's literally 108 degrees. So you're not going to get cold air coming out of the AC. But I just want to make sure that drain isn't plugged up. So, that will also make it not cold. So, all right, let's go do some checks. Okay. Well, it's looking good. That's good. Okay. There's the drain right here. Look at that. Plug. So that is not coming out. There it goes. Look at that. That'll do it. Okay, load check time. Everything looks pretty good in here. Good to go. That's not going anywhere. Good morning. We may have a problem. Something may have fried in the air conditioner. I can hear a relay clicking down here. I think that's for the AC compressor. I knew with that heat yesterday, running it that hard, that long, well, for the last week, really, something goes out. They can't make an air conditioner that will last more than a year in a truck. It doesn't exist. So, good thing we have time. We've got all weekend to get up to Charlotte, North Carolina. We're not the only ones that are going to have bad air conditioners, so I have a feeling we're going to call up the shop. Every shop we talk to is going to say, yep, I can get you in next week. Yep, I can get you in 3 weeks from now. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. Let's diagnose. See if we can find out. Alright. So here's the compressor here. But I'm looking. Look at this. That's fresh. Something down there. Oh, here we go. There it is. Right there. I would say that's it right there. So the compressor is good. That clicking that we heard, clicking on and off, was because we're low on Freon. And this is the condenser. But look at what I'm seeing. That is not secured enough, and when it's going down the road, the wind is just beating the crap out of it right here, and this is breaking this. So it's not good that we have to do a repair like this, but this isn't the end of the world. So all we have to do is find a new condenser, change it out, and then get a shop to refill it. All right, let's go find a condenser. All right, at the Peterbilt dealership here in Sealy, Texas, and here's a new condenser. So I'm gonna swap this out real quick and see what we can do about getting her charged back up, back on the road. About 20 minutes to get that figured out, swapped out, so good to go. And I didn't lose all the parts. That close to losing a bolt, but we're all good. So this is broken, missing a bolt, a nut here, screw, whatever. That's why this has been flopping up against here and rattling holes in it. So I'm gonna fix that with a good road fix, and you know, when we get back home, then we'll get it done right. We'll do the right fix that we need. Now, nope, probably just gonna leave this temporary fix will probably just be the permanent fix, which is gonna consist of zip ties through and around the outside, and that'll be just fine. All right, one to spare. Yep, everything else looks good. All right, well, first I gotta give a shout out to my buddy Dennis at Hickston Enterprises. If you're ever on the road you need something and you're in West Central Wisconsin, hit up my buddy Denny. Hixton Enterprises, Hixton, Wisconsin. He's helped me through this. I've had a couple of questions, and well, I tell you, it's nice to have somebody like Denny on the other end of the line when you got some mechanical questions. So, Hixton Enterprises, Hixton, Wisconsin. You need any truck repair, hit him up. But I'm at a shop over here, Brookfield, Texas. I don't know, about 15 minutes away from where I got the condenser all fixed up. Now that there's atmosphere in the system, it's got to be completely sucked out. The vacuum has to be reestablished, and then we can fill it. So here I am at the shop, and we're gonna get this going. They're about ready to get me started on it here. So while they're doing that, I'm going in, taking a shower.
One pair of pants later.
Yep, we got it. She's working. Oh yeah. Sweet, sweet air conditioning. Well, I'm here in Lafayette, Louisiana, and I stopped to looking. It's about supper time, and I found that there was a Cajun restaurant right next to one of the truck stops. So, yeah, we're doing Cajun tonight. I mean, when in Rome. So check this place out. Look at this. It's huge, and it's packed. So it's Cajun Claws near Lafayette, Louisiana. And their specialty is seafood boils. So I think I'm in for a real treat. I'll let you know. Oh, look at that. Yep. Too bad this isn't smell-o-vision. Real Cajun. Yeah. Yep. Oh, seriously. That was the best shrimp I think I've ever ate. I'm not even exaggerating. That was delicious. And there was a little girl outside with her mom and her grandma selling baked goods. And they said, oh, it's for a good cause. Little girl's going to national dance competition in Orlando, Florida. So they're raising money by selling baked goods. I mean, how American is that? I love it. I was happy to buy some dessert from them. So all around, it is a good time in Louisiana. We're gonna keep moving back on the road. I'll tell you, I wish I was done for the night, because after that meal, it'd be easy to just lay right down and take a nap. However, I still got to put some miles on tonight if we're gonna make it up to Charlotte tomorrow night. Honestly, I have no idea what we're gonna do yet. I'm really just winging it here. I got nothing planned. So we'll see what we can find fun to do tomorrow on the way up, and we'll see what we can do on Sunday. So back on the road we go. Well, good morning from Sweet Home, Alabama. Yeah, I'm pretty much gonna have that song stuck in my head all day, but made it across the Bama line late last night. Got into this rest area, this welcome center here, just in time. There was a pretty nasty thunderstorm rolling down towards the Gulf, and yep, 50-mile-an-hour winds. I set the brakes just as it hit. So, well, good morning, kitty. Anyway, I am excited to finally get out of the heat and maybe not sweat so much. So, let's get on the road. First things first, before we go anywhere, gotta make coffee. Second thing second, that ain't going nowhere. Morning, everyone. I don't know, day 17 of this trip? I can't remember anymore. Anyway, we made it to North Carolina last night. First things first, it is Sunday, and I found a church just down the road, so I'm gonna walk down and check it out. I'm almost to the church. No, I'm running a few minutes late. It started at 10, it's 10:04. But being late to church, not necessarily a new thing. Right, dear? I love you. Well, you know, I've said it before. I hate getting stuck out on the road for the weekend. Today's Father's Day. It's extra hard today, being gone away from the girls and away from my family. But that could have been probably the best thing that I could have done today. I mean, just going and recharging the batteries, getting back into worship, and just being reminded to be the light in this dark world. And not only for my kids, but for everyone else. And that's what I'm trying to be. Just being out here showing you guys what I'm doing, and hopefully can inspire someone to do something like that and take an adventure and a leap of faith. So I really appreciate you guys very much. All right, walking back to the truck. I did spot a flea market on the way, so we're gonna do a little flea marketing. North Carolina small town flea marketing. Oh, can't beat a roadside flea market on a Sunday afternoon. Let's see what they got here. Yeah.
Square bells and round bells.
Okay.
Kansas, Texas.
Yeah.
You can feel all that.
Nice. Yep. Yeah, they got a lot of that moving over there.
All that land they got in Texas, they can't go down here.
They can't. Wow. Anything, I guess, west and south of Dallas, it's all rock. Anything east and down there, you know, from Dallas to Houston and east is all green. Everything else is all rock. Yep. What? Well, that's a full set of matching hubcaps. Look at that. That's Buick. Yep. Those are Buick. That's the Buick logo. That's pretty common on them 1980s rigs. So,
They look good, but they're hard to clean.
yeah, that's for sure. Hey, look at that cooler. Yeah. That wouldn't be bad for the truck. How's it going today? That's good. That's good. Yeah, beautiful day. What's that? No, I don't know if you can tell by my accent, but I'm a truck driver. Yep. Yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, so. Yep. Oh, what do we got here? Anything good? I don't know if I even have a tape player anymore, but it's always interesting looking, right?
Oh yeah, we always got
Blast from the past.
a lot of them kids nowadays don't even know what they're doing.
I know, right? That's not even out of the plastic. Look at that. Have a good day. Okay. Been looking on the map. I think I got a plan. Found a spot where I can park the truck and the trailer near a river. And I should be able to walk down and fish along the banks of the river for a while. So that's kind of what the plan is. But it's about noon. It's like the hottest part of the day right now. So it doesn't make sense to go down there and, you know, sweat and just die when the fish are down deep anyway. So I think we're going to plan on doing that this evening. So until then, on this truck, I have what's called an APU. Now the APU stands for Auxiliary Power Unit. All right, it's a small diesel engine that hangs on the frame, and it runs the heating and air conditioning on the truck so you don't have to idle the truck. The big engine at high idle will drain about a gallon of fuel per hour when it's running. The small engine drains maybe less than a quart, like half a quart of fuel an hour. So it saves a lot of money. But it hasn't been running. It'll run for about 15 minutes and then quit. And it's been giving me a temp sensor alarm. So before we go out into the wilderness, I want to take a look and see if we can't get that running, because this truck has been running a lot and it's been costing me a ton of money. I mean, what else we have to do? We got like 3 hours before we really need to, you know, be down there and start fishing. So let's do it. All right, here's the APU. That little beauty saves me a ton of money in fuel when it's working. It's not getting coolant circulating somehow. I'm getting a temp sensor or an overheating alarm, and it'll shut down. Now, if you see, this is the temp sensor right here. This lead is still good. There's no corrosion on it or anything like that. So it's not necessarily an electrical issue. As far as I can tell, it's running, the sensor is measuring correctly. So that means it is actually overheating. We are getting an overheat issue. Well, that can be a couple of different things. It means it's not getting water circulating. So this is the thermostat. That is going to be number one. Check. Okay? If the thermostat's bad, I can just take the thermostat out and let the water circulate freely. That is a nice, easy, cheap way to fix that out here on the road, is to just take the thermostat out. Okay? What I'm hoping it's not, I'm hoping it is not the water pump, okay? That is the water pump right in here. And if it is the water pump, then there's nothing I can do about that right now. Not on a Sunday. Nothing's open. There's no parts. I could fix it myself, but there's no part stores open. Nothing like that. Step one is there are some valves on the main engine that run coolant back to here. I'm going to shut them off so I don't lose all of my coolant, and we'll go from there. All that hot weather, I have not used a drop of coolant, so that is awesome. All right, the valves to shut off the coolant to the APU are right here. These are the main feed lines. These go back to the bunk and back to the APU. All right, so here's a valve right here on the feed line, and here is a valve on the return line, or vice versa, one of the two. But look at this. This one is open. This one is closed, and I have no idea why it's closed. Ladies and gentlemen, I may have just fixed the problem. I have no idea why that was closed like that, but it was closed. And with even just one of these closed, it will not let coolant circulate back in the APU. So I'm gonna start the APU and we're gonna test it. And we may have just fixed the easiest road fix of all time.
Been 20 minutes, no codes, blowing cold air in the cab. I think we got her.
This is where ingenuity, determination, courage, and a little bit of luck all come in handy. We're actually sitting in an abandoned DOT inspection scale. It's right near the river. We're gonna hang out here, maybe even for the night. I'm not sure. I'm gonna grab my fishing rod and we're gonna walk down and do a little fishing this afternoon. Remember how I said it takes courage? Past a trailer house that is a bar. It's like a pretty rough biker bar. I'm in an abandoned parking lot and I've heard a gunshot. Let me just put it this way. I really would not be surprised if I'm walking around here and I come across a dead body. So, it's Trucking Outdoors right here. I knew that branch was going to get me at some point. That's what you get for fishing in the shade. Oh, come on. Yeah. I'm not the only one that's gotten stuck in this tree. Jeepers. You should see how many lures and bobbers and all that's up there. That's a very expensive branch. Well, we are not skunked. I will take it. That's a nice little largemouth. It's all right. Look at that. Look how huge it is. Oh, it's a monster. All right, first North Carolina fish. You know, the landing down here is starting to fill up with regulars, and I don't want to get in their way. Not catching anything anyway, so that's all right. This was still a bonus trip, a bonus adventure. So I had a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys coming along for the ride with me. Make sure you check out the website, truckingoutdoors.com. You can get all your awesome merch. You know what? Do me a favor. Hit the subscribe button for me. It's free, okay? Just hit that button, and that way you can keep up with all of the action here on Truckin' Outdoors. I'm gonna get empty tomorrow and hopefully start heading back home. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys next time, and until then, keep the shiny side up.